Hey everybody, it's Clayton, and we have a problem. Look at this. Here's the stove. Turn it on high, and only this outside ring is heating up. Nothing in the middle cooks. I noticed this the other day whenever I was trying to cook eggs, and none of the eggs in the middle of the pan were frying. Buying a new stove isn't really an option, and we don't want to call someone. I don't think this fix is going to be too hard. So let's see how we can fix this stove. If you open the door to the oven, right here and right here are two screws, or one screw each. Now if you remove these two screws, that should allow the stovetop to raise up like the hood of a car. Okay, let's give it a lift. Sure enough, it lifts up. And we see this is the problem burner. Inside the bottom drawer of the oven, there was the part number to the oven, and I typed that in on Amazon and found this GE certified replacement. So this is the same burner that's inside this faulty burner. You can use something sturdy to prop this open while you're doing your beginning work on it. In this case, I'm just going to use this tub. And the first thing we want to do is we want to take pictures of all these wires so we know exactly how everything gets hooked up. So while we look in here, it looks like there's just one screw, and then there's a clip, and maybe another clip, or these might be two small screws over here. We'll have to see whenever we get that far. So I've already pre-loosened this one. Still a little bit tight. So we use this tool. And make sure you set these screws somewhere where they will not get kicked or lost, kicked under the oven or anything like that. And okay, that one just pops off. This one is a clip. Okay, maybe this is a better angle. We've got a clip right here that I'm having a hard time loosening this thing. There's not a screw in it or anything. So let me just try to open that. Oh, there we go. Here we go. You never know how hard it was to get a good angle inside of your stove until you're doing it. So now we have these wires we need to unhook. There's one. Two. Let's look again. We'll see this white one with green stripes goes on the outside, and the two black ones go on the inside. There's the green one, green and white, and there's the black one. It's important to let you guys know that I disconnected the power to this stove before I started working on it. I shut it off right at the breaker, and then made sure that the clock was off, and you turn the knobs and the thing doesn't heat up. So there's no power going to this right now. And here is the faulty burner. I broke a lot of this. It's like a very soft stone around the outside. So I broke that, but it doesn't look very much different from the new one. It looks like that inner coil on this one has kind of a rusty, burnt looking color to it, whereas the new one looks all fresh. But aside from that, it looks basically the same. So let's get this one hooked up. Okay, and here's where that picture we took earlier comes into play, because we have to hook all of these wires back up in the same spots on this wiring connector and this harness thing. Okay, so the blue one with the black block on it goes on the outside. And please go back and double check your pictures to make sure you have everything hooked up right. This one goes on the next one. Nice and secure. We've got a 90-degree plug. Goes on that one. Oh, that one seems to be a little bit loose. I'm going to use a pair of these safety wire pliers and just snug this one up a little bit. Okay, let's try it again. Maybe a little too snug. Okay. And now if we go back over to this one and we remember the white and green one is on the outside edge and the two black ones go on the inside. And that should be everything. So let's flip the breaker and give it a try. Here's the breakers to all our major appliances. Range, stove is the same thing. Flip that back on. Okay, and I'll turn the knob and let's see what happens. I can feel heat already. All right, the whole thing works. We don't leave it on too long because I still got to put this thing back in. All right, now let's try to get this new one clipped back in here. Got a clip right here, and it has a little flange in it that looks like it could probably go into one of these holes on this one. So what if I tried to put it in there first? Oh, it's a tight squeeze. There we go. Now over on. There, I got it clipped up here, and then there's a little flange that goes in right there. And then we've got another screw hole. Okay, and looking at the other one, I can see there's all these little numbers around here. And on the other one, number 15 and 12 are the ones that bracket was on. So looking back at this one, and I see 15 and 12. So I just have to get those lined up, and the screw should go back in fairly easily. So I'm in number 12. Oh, and just with a little bit of persuasion, I can get that other one to 15. There we go. Now that's in. And here's the oven on light. That came out a little bit ago, so I'll press that back into place. And it should be good to go. Let's see how it works. All right, oven light is flashing. That means we still have power going to it. Let's turn this one to large burner and see what happens. I feel it. All right, we've got heat across the whole thing. That's great. So we just have to put in those last two screws to secure the range down. All right, so inside here, remember we had the two screws left. One of them goes right here. Very lightly snug it down. You don't want to break that glass cooktop. and the other one goes right here. There we go. All right, so there we go. We got the stove fixed. So I'm not any kind of appliance repairman. I've never been to school for that. It's just, the stuff is not that difficult. And you can probably do it too. You can watch YouTube videos and figure out all the specifics on how to get it done. And this cost a total of $66. So to get any kind of appliance man out here, just to make a service call, I'm sure it would be excess of $100. So we saved quite a bit of money there, and I'm sure you guys could do it too. So thanks for being here with me while I fix the stove, and take it easy.